Yo guys, welcome to the second stream of today, and we're a little bit late, but that's fine. That's fine. It's the match itself is gonna make it up for it. We have an amazing match to show you right here in the second stream of the day. But before we jump into it, I'd like to introduce once again Steno. Welcome to the second stream as well. And for now, we have broadcaster Lucas. So welcome, guys. Steno, how you doing, man? Are you excited for this match as I am?
Yeah, I think this match is going to be a pretty good game. As you said, the game has started, and so far none of these teams have been able to pull. I think both Cold and Knockout have a pretty good Iran. I think they're both pretty good here in Iran, and both teams have come a long way. They're both 3-2 in the Swiss states, so a win for any of these teams will mean that they'll be moving on and they'll be done with this tournament, getting their 4 wins so far. Though pretty close, 6 minutes. None of these teams able to do much. Let's go ahead. We'll introduce the players. I'll introduce the Cold players. We have Virtuoso, Pakistani Pro, Hope, Owner, and Riddler.
Exactly, and on the opposite red side for this first round, we have players from the team Knockout, and they're going to be Netting, Marseille, I think, right now, and Jonas. So it is 0-0. There is a first serious pull right there happening. Jonas is the last one alive with the flag, but I think he's going to be caught with it. It's going to be tough. Can this already come in time? No, it cannot, unfortunately. That was just a little bit tiny too late. Enough for the return to happen. And there it is, the second pull so far. The red side being Knockout is doing a great job. We have serious again pull attempt of the capture. I think this is looking promising. Jonas is after with an overdrive. I don't see how they can miss this flag right now, right here. Virtuoso come down with an overdrive, huge overdrive. Owner, last one on the spot. No, he's gonna be taken out. Pakistani Pro, the last member maybe who did it. Hope. Ah, man. Wow, what an amazing teamwork there. Virtuoso with a huge overdrive. Well played and well done. That was the saving moment for the team. So we're back at it, 0-0. But so far, Knockout is doing really amazing job and fighting hard. So, pretty good.
Yeah, that was a very good attempt from Knockout. You've seen a lot of those ODs. It looked very deadly. I think Virtuoso definitely was a critical player to stop that. We've seen him scope in, take out that first flag holder, and then use his OD on the next 3. Right now, though, Knockout have been able to pull again. Virtuoso takes him out. Netting's going to pick this up. Hope is there with his Firebird, but not this time. Netting is going to be capturing that flag. They're 1-0. Owner using a Viking OD. Maybe he thought he could get a return there, but instead he's not going to get anything, won't be able to pull a flag. And I think Ooh also was able to pick up that OD in the center. So now Cold in a difficult position. They've used a bunch of ODs to return that first flag and another couple of ODs to try and return that second flag. They don't have too much to work with. They have 3 minutes, and it is enough time. There's plenty of time to try and get 1 flag at the very least. But Knockout definitely not going to look to take off the pressure. A pretty interesting combination that I see on Netting. I haven't really seen this be played before. He's playing Crusader, Ricochet, Virtuoso, of course, playing Crusader Shaft. Usually, I think you'll see a Crusader Striker. But those are your Crusader combinations. Other than that, though, I think there's not much of a difference. Maybe the Hunters and the Crusaders.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much usual combinations as we see them. For me, at least, Rico is a little bit different for Crusader, but of course, nothing new. Just it was a less popular pick usually, but it is 1-0 so far, and it is looking good for Knockout. Huge advantage into this first round. Interestingly enough, it was Cold who picked Iran this first map, so kind of curious how that worked out. They're in the loss currently, but let's hope for the best. There comes Virtuoso with a huge overdrive once again, but he's gonna miss it. I think it was the little tree or something. That was unfortunate, man.
Yeah, Knockout right now with the pressure. They have their those Cold players in defense very low, but Virtuoso has been doing a pretty good job on this shaft. Sometimes it's a disadvantage, but I think he's been doing pretty well on that. Right now, has a good opportunity. I don't think he'll use his Paladin OD. He doesn't have too much help here, but he is being a nuisance for Cold because it's only a minute and a half left, and Cold is unable to really push up for a flag when you have Knockout really pushing in and picking up your flag. Even now, Knockout has really good pressure. They're pushing in on the right side and through the middle, but maybe Owner has a good opportunity here. Riddler's probably going to leave it for him, but Netting, he's gonna just use his OD, and that might have been the last opportunity for them. Pakistani Pro might be forced to use his Ares OD to try and counter this, because you have Netting and right now pulling this flag, and it's going to be tough. Virtuoso going to be blocked this time by Ooh, won't be able to get that shot off, and I think Netting going to return this flag, going to capture the second one. First round, I'm pretty sure this is the first round. Knockout going to be up 2-0. Looks like they are going to be taking it.
Once again, absolutely amazing job. Gotta give it to he was blocking the shot from the shaft, and really doing an amazing job there, making this capture happen. And there is the counter push coming now from the Owner. Can he pull this flag? He is not gonna be able to. There comes Hope straight after with the Paladin Overdrive. This might actually be promising, but it's of course not enough time, but it's still good to see one capture coming down. That's good to see. So this first round is gonna go for the knockout with a 2-1 score, which is not that bad. There is hope. I believe there is a hope for the second match for the Cold. Especially since they chose this map, right? But let's wait and see. After going to be seeing Sundal, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna look like. But so far, Iran first map 2-0 for knockout. Good job from both sides, especially knockout for taking that first round win.
Yeah, and I think Cold will be able to get their stuff back together. They're gonna switch sides. I think they almost had enough time for 2 captures there. You saw Jack kind of waiting on that flag, hoping that his teammate would get that first cap and he would go for the second. But unfortunately, first cap got returned, and the second one was able to go through, but it wasn't enough. I think Cold might actually get a technical victory for this first round. Looks like Ooh didn't have his checker on and activated, so
oh, that sucks.
yeah, so even though Knockout did win that first round by flag count, they're going to be losing that round, and I think Cold will be taking this first round. So it's 1-0 for Cold right now, and I think Cold's still going to look to bounce back. They're not going to just take that free win for and let go of that pressure, but it does look like Knockout is more prepared right now for that overdrive, so they do have to kind of fight for that, make sure that their Viking doesn't take that OD away from them.
Yeah, this is really disappointing for knockout. I don't know what to say. That's such a mistake to happen. It's really sad to see, but it is what it is. Technical defeat is going to be for knockout. So the first round, although the knockout won, as you already said, the win goes in the hands of Cold, which is going to be a free win basically. It is what it is. Second map. Let's hope everyone have their esports checkers on and everything is ready. Owner is going to be picking up this overdrive with the Vikings, so that's a pretty good pick. So let's see what's to come and what's to happen in the second round. Now we have on the blue side a knockout, and on the red side we have Cold. So we are jumping into this round, I think.
So, of course, unfortunate to see a round determined by a checker there, but Knockout gonna have to come stronger than they were in that first round. Cold, I feel like, might be a bit more ready for them, but right now has an opportunity. Virtuoso has already scoped in, but I think he's bought enough time for him to scope in again, but Hope spawns in, and now he's gonna get pinched by these 2 players. On the left side, you have Ooh and Netting pushing up towards Cold's base. Netting gonna be pretty annoying here, and Ooh also pushed up again. It just looks like Knockout takes most of the map control. Mar Easy gonna pick up this flag. He gets focused. Jonas takes him out, and it's only Alfie left from Cold. and it's Cold just been struggling to catch up with these players. But again, Jack or Hope is just gonna spawn in here and just do so much damage with his Firebird. It's gonna be really annoying for Knockout. But even though they had the pressure, they were unable to pull a flag there. OD box now falling down. You have Jonas and you have Owner who might try to use and take here.
Yeah, pretty good start from the blue side right there. There comes the overdrive down from Netting. A lot is happening in the center. Netting is going to go strongly. True, there comes the overdrive from O. That had to happen. Here comes the shot from Virtuoso. It's not going to be enough, barely keeping Netting alive. That is going to be a first capture. Wow. Just like that, once again, we have Knockout taking a lead. Hopefully this time without technical defeat.
Yeah, and a good play there. Last second OD from U gonna keep Netting alive, and he just goes and captures the flag. Virtuoso wasn't able to take him out completely, survived with a little bit of HP, and it's just been the pressure again. Like Knockout have just been doing a really good job at pushing up against these players. I think Shaft, even though it's been pretty critical, might be an issue because it's been a bit hard at defending these push-ups, but yeah, most of the part that Cold haven't really been able to go that far into the enemy territory. They've really been pressured, and even now they're struggling against Knockout. Jonas gonna pick up this flag, but he's not gonna do much. Virtuoso very low there. Pakistani Pro gonna get set very low as well. But yeah, I think in the second round it does look like Cold is still struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, Cold is definitely struggling, unfortunately, but there comes the overdrive, which might help them refresh. I believe Alfie saw it. Yeah, seems like it. There comes Pakistani Pro, might be okay. That's a pretty fine. Owner just before he died, he managed to take that OD, which is going to be helpful. So let's give it a few moments and see how it's going to turn out. There's still plenty of time in the second round, everything to happen. Once again, to be reminded, the first win did go in the hands of Cold. So it is 1-0 for them currently. Oh yeah, a lot is happening in here in this match. We have right now supporting Netting, who's once again taking the flag. There comes the Virtuoso. Virtuoso, as you said in the last round, doing absolutely amazing job. He's doing really a lot, and there comes the Owner and Pakistani Pro on the opposite side trying to clear the space. They managed to. Netting so Owner, as well as right now, is going to be going after him. Pakistani Pro going to be landing some shots. Hope in the center, breaking his way through, but he's going to be taken out and from Netting, as well as Marseille.
Yeah, mostly the story hasn't really changed here. I think Knockout's still applying that pressure, but Cold really got to orchestrate something here. They do have the tools. You have Pakistani Pro, he has Eris OD, and you have Owner with Viking Overdrive. I believe Hope also has his OD. Jonas, they got to try to prevent him from taking this Viking Overdrive, but Knockout again will take a OD box in the center. Netting picking up this flag. Virtuoso does a lot of damage to him right now, will also get taken out, but it's just they keep getting pressured. They have the tools, but they aren't really able to set up an attack. I think they aren't really playing their positions. Owner is pushing up on that left side, but he's getting contested every single time he goes there. And right now you have 4 players from Knockout pushing up against Pakistani Pro right now, just kind of going for that flag. He does spot Virtuoso. He's gonna try to go around, but yes, Eris OD, Crusader OD, but nothing Cold could really do to get ahead. They just been pushed back into their base.
Yeah, pretty much. Cold is in a struggle here, the huge struggle. Pakistani Pro is going to be self-destructing to be able to reset supplies as well as health. There he comes again with the Thunder Air. He's doing a lot of damage. He's also doing a great job landing shots and damage. He's alone on this side. Everything is happening on the opposite side, where right now the last ones from Knockout are right now in Marseille. Virtuoso once again on the job, on the spot. Currently the only one watching after the flag. No, he's gonna leave Marseille with an overdrive. There comes there comes Marseille with an OD. This is looking promising. Huge overdrive from Alfie. That was a huge range as well. I'm pretty surprised it got the flag, but it is what it is. There comes the second overdrive as well as Natting continuing this push. And yeah, that is going to be pretty much a capture once again. Knockout on the job. Great job.
Yeah, and I think Mar Easy also had a really good Hunter OD there. You seen Pakistani Pro about to let go of that Eris OD, and just right before, Mar Easy uses that and prevents that from happening. Right now, Jonas using his Viking Overdrive. He can't really find Pakistani Pro, but he still has done a lot of damage already. Netting is going to go to the middle. He had right now behind him, and now it's only him left, very low HP. I think he has a repair kit, though. Doesn't look like it. He's not using it. He probably will get taken out here shortly. Hope will pick up this flag. He has Pakistani Pro and Owner, but I feel like he's also taking the wrong route here. He's gonna get pushed into Netting and Ooh, which both work together to take him out. But it is good to see Cold finally getting some energy, able to push out of their base, but they are down 2-0, so they have to be a bit perfect, and they have to make sure they don't lose any more flags in this round.
Yeah, exactly. You just mentioned Mar Easy. I thought it was a name. I didn't even see the easy part. So I was pronouncing it a bit wrong, but that's fine. Netting comes down with an overdrive on Pakistani and Hope. None of them going to be taken out. Luckily, being able to protect their base, but they have only 2.5 minutes to capture minimum 2 flag. Even a tide would work for them really well at this point, but we haven't seen any proper attacks so far from
Cold.
Yeah, excuse me. So I don't know. Did you think they have there is a hope for the Cold to pull the flag? There comes the hope. Speaking of which, with an overdrive of Paladin, he's alone though against Jonas and O, and that's not gonna be enough. That was kind of a desperation move in my opinion. But it is what it is. Mar Easy going on the opposite side. Hope
yeah,
once
but
again.
just like take a look at the map. Like Knockout has been playing very annoying, been playing very well. Over here, Ooh sends a very nice OD, but honestly, it actually gets dodged there, so doesn't do too much. Mar Easy run out of supplies there, not able to pull the flag, but I think it applies enough pressure. Owner and Hope, they have a good opportunity here. Owner doesn't even have to use his OD. I think he should just drop this for Hope. Doesn't have to use an OD for one Eris player, but maybe if he can reach right now. Right now has been taken out. He has to try to go for that return. Mar Easy coming behind, uses his Hunter OD, but Jack, aka Hope, is able to survive that. On the other hand, Pakistani Pro Virtuoso trying to go and return this flag, but Knockout know what they're doing. They just have to hold this flag for 50 seconds and they win this second round.
Yeah, just a little bit more, but it is what it is. It is impossible at this point to capture 2 flags in a row in under a minute in this map. So it's almost safe to say that the flag is the round is going to go for the knockout once again. Although the technical defeat did their part in the first round, let's hope the second round is going to be different in that case. So speaking of that, it is going to be 1-1 final result of this first 2 rounds we've seen, and now we're going to be moving into the third round straight after this, which is going to be Sandal. So not to forget, Knockout's pick was Sandal. So with that being said, it's not going to get any easier for Cold right now, and they've been fair amount of struggle they had in these 2 rounds so far.
Yeah, and honestly, I've seen Cold play in Iran, and they have a pretty good Iran. I just feel like against Knockout, they really struggled there. Knockout playing a very good game. I don't usually see Knockout go Sandal, so I'm a bit surprised that they're the ones who picked Sandal. I think Knockout is a team that does a bit of research on their opponents, but I think Cold, they have an alright Sandal as well. I've never seen Knockout play Sandal, but I don't think Cold has played that much Sandals, at least on streams. So I think in Iran, a little bit of a bad momentum. It is 1-1, as you said, so not a huge loss for Cold as it could have been, because technically they did lose both of those Irans, but they got the free win in the first one. So it is right now a tie. So Cold, they have to bring their best game in Sandal, try to turn things around. They're going to get that reset. They got to play a bit better. Can't lose their map control. Can't get allow Knockout to push them up into their base. And I think Cold, they know what they're doing. Especially Hope, I think will be a huge piece. Will be able to hold down that right lane as a Paladin Firebird. He has a huge role in Sandal. So I think in Sandal, it's gonna go a bit better for Cold, and maybe they'll be able to get a few wins there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping the same as you, that it's going to be better in the third round here. But you're going to have to find out. As you already mentioned, everything pretty much free win and then the defeat in the second round. So it is 1-1. It could have definitely been worse for them. So it is their lucky day. So let's see. That's going to keep on going for the third round. It's definitely not going to be easy, that's for sure. But before we jump into this third round, make sure you write down your predictions for this third match specifically. I'm curious what you have guys to say in the chat. So yeah, interesting. Really curious how the third round is going to turn out. Sandal is quite less large than Iron was, and what do you think of the size? I don't think that they matter that much. Of course, one has a house and the other one doesn't, but after all, I think the red side is maybe a tiny bit better, but I'm not sure.
I don't. I think in Sandal it is. I would say it's pretty even. Some might disagree, but I don't think there's any huge advantages. I think some players might have a few preferences. Like, if you are attacking on the blue base, you have on the right side, you kind of have some cover, but I don't think it's anything major. I think Sandal, for the most part, either side has a pretty good opportunity, and I don't think there's any major disadvantages. So I feel like both of these teams have a good chance at winning any of these rounds. Cold looks like they are going to start on red, but yeah, Iran, even though you said it's a bigger map or a smaller map, I feel like Iran, like, it's very hard, or it's kind of easy to lose control sometimes. Like, it's almost like a sandbox map where when one team gets that momentum, they just have that momentum and they keep going. And I feel like that's what was happening with Cold, and they weren't able to escape out of that trap for very, very long into that round. And I think it's much harder to do that in Sandal, although previously in our last stream we did see Duck Club kind of do that too. I think it was Superstar. So but I think Cold are a better team, and aren't going to allow that to happen in Sandal. So we'll have to see what type of game they bring here.
Yeah, you definitely worded it perfectly and said everything there needs to be said. Waiting for the players to reset, but let's. That's why I have more of the hope for Sandal to Cold for work better in here. But of course, we can't know that until we see it as well as you guys with us. So players are going to be resetting. One more player left to do so. I'm really excited to see this third round. It can honestly, how this round turns out, most likely the whole game is gonna turn out the same way, of course. Because if once again the knockout is gonna be dominating, then I mean it's pretty safe to say that the Cold will be almost impossible to catch up in just suddenly after a round. But we are waiting and having hope for the Cold team. So let's wish them a best of luck.
Yeah, of course. So main attackers for Cold is going to be Hope and Owner. I feel like Owner didn't have a huge game in Iran. Might have to step it up a little bit here in Sandal. On the other side, Jonas and their Paladin right now. So it looks like they are going to drop that Crusader Ricochet. Honestly, I think that Crusader Ricochet combination wasn't bad. The Crusader Ricochet was basically playing like a Paladin while the Paladin was with Firebird and was dealing with a lot of damage to the players while the Crusader pulled. I think it was a pretty good strategy. Worked out for a knockout in those Iran rounds. They won both. But in Sandal, they are going to revert back. You have a Ricochet on Paladin right now for a knockout, which is a bit interesting because a lot of teams like to play Paladin Firebird here in Sandal, and you see Hope there. He's going to be playing Paladin Firebird, so I think Paladin Firebird, pretty good combination here, but you have a pretty good intellect, you have good awareness. Ricochet definitely could be a good weapon of choice as well. The rest of the combinations look like it's pretty standard. You got Hunter, Striker on both sides, Crusader, Scorpion, Ares Thunder, and of course Viking Hammer.
Yeah, pretty standard combinations. There comes the Overdrive, which is looking like Paladin perhaps. No, it's gonna be more easy with Hunter. Good still pick enough. I mean, that Hunter Overdrive is definitely deadly. Stuns forever and also deals a great amount of damage. So the stun happens, of course, if you manage to survive it in the first place. But yeah, once again, we have Cold on the red side, and on the blue side, we have Knockout. It is currently 1-1 score, so there is a lot to come, a lot to happen. This is going to be a very important round for both of the sides. So let's see how it's going to go. Best of luck, of course, to both of the sides. And I mean, it is kind of pressuring for Cold right now. They know how well Knockout played in the first two rounds, regardless of what have happened. So hopefully they can jump in strong in this round. What do you think?
I think so far Cold is doing a good job. Pakistani Pro though got a pretty bad spawn. He's got spawned all the way left side, and you got to be a little bit careful of netting. He has this OD, but he is a bit too close, and I think he ran out of armor. So luckily for Cold, you do see all those players rotate over. Mar Easy uses his OD, but runs into a mine that was set by Hope, and that's gonna take him out before he can use his Hunter OD. I think Cold has been doing a pretty good job, especially contesting their left side, not letting those attackers come close. Right now, OD's falling. Hope trying to deal damage to Ooh, and the Crusader Overdrive doesn't hit Ooh either, but looks like the Ares of Knockout is going to pick up that Overdrive. But yeah, I think Ares OD, a pretty deadly OD to be honest, in Sandal.
I mean, if timed well, it can be better, in my opinion, better than any other OD. It doesn't just kill the opponents, it also heals your teammates, so that is a huge overdrive to do. But I gotta say, it's not quite easy to use it though. It's really easy to bend it down or too high. Too high is not oftentimes too much of a problem, but too low, at least for me experience, it oftentimes goes to the ground, so there is that to keep in mind.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely take some practice to learn how to use that. I think Ares OD, Crusader OD does require some skill to make sure you're aiming it properly. So far, both these teams are able to defend their bases. Jack sorry, I keep saying Jack, but Hope not able to do that much there. But you really see the Ares and the Crusader go up against each other, and you really have the Paladin, the Viking, and the Hunter also really dealing damage on this left side. So it's just a continuous flow of these players pushing down these lanes and trying to take out these players, but they just keep respawning and continue the fight. So I think that OD is needed here right now. Ooh sends that OD that he was able to pick up, and the rest of his team there also in the middle. But I think good counter ODs from Pakistani Pro and Alfie. Pakistani Pro really does want to take this OD in the center, and I think that's a huge pickup for Cold.
Definitely is gonna be helpful for them. Pakistani with Ares, we just mentioned recently how important it is after O picked it up. So it is 0-0. That's a good result so far. We've seen, I think, in the both of the rounds, you've seen the capture in the first like 4 minutes, the first capture, if I'm not mistaken. So seeing 0-0 after the 4 full minutes and maybe even a little bit more is definitely a great start for Cold here. So let's see how it's gonna go. I mean, I don't remember seeing any serious pulls or attempts or any of that.
I feel
in
like
this
Netting
third
has
round.
gotten a few opportunities, especially the one where Ooh sent down his overdrive. But I guess you're right. Nothing that's made it too far away. But both of these teams stacking up their ODs now. Jonas and the rest of his gang here on the right side, Mar Easy right now, also have their ODs. So Hope has to really focus these players, make sure that they don't find those really easy opportunities. But Owner and Hope also have those ODs. Maybe Hope is able to go up to this flag, but Jonas spots him, and you see the rest of Knockout just spawning in there at the same time. Ooh, also dealing damage from behind. But I think they're still making good work of this. They just have to spot Ooh. Hope gonna use his OD very low and no armor. I don't think he spotted Ooh there, and Ooh's just gonna take both of those players out. OD box in the center. Virtuoso trying to buy some time. Maybe some of his players can take this, but looks like Knockout going to take this right now, using and taken.
Yeah, exactly. So I would like to quickly recap what have happened so far, because I have a kind of a surprise for you after. The first round, Knockout won. I think it was 2-0, but it was a technical defeat, so the win went on the side of Cold. The second round, the win was once again Knockout, so it is 1-1, and we're watching the third round right now. It is currently 0-0, Knockout versus Cold. So with all that being said, and with all the teams being here, I would like to introduce Ziad here with us. Maybe additional opinion and perspective is going to be lovely to hear. So Ziad, how you doing, man? Are you here?
Hello, bro. I wasn't sure to commentate about. I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
We're amazing watching this lovely game. Well, I believe Steno agrees. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally 0-0 right now. It's all tied up 1-1. Both of these teams really fighting for that fourth victory. Bravo, you've already gone through and won, but these teams really fighting tooth and nail right now. It's been 6 minutes of back and forth, and the pressure is definitely on. Both teams unable to find open opportunities to use their overdrives. Owner and Jonas hasn't been able to find their ODs right now. Ooh's just gonna send his OD down and try to take this OD again in the center. That first OD not doing too much, but I think it will give his team some map control. But Bravo, it's been pretty even here in Sandal, and Irano is pretty one-sided, but both of these teams really fighting here in Sandal.
Actually, it started 0-0. So you're saying the score was 1-1, yeah?
Yeah, overall score is 1-1.
What was the first map?
Iran.
The first map was Iran, and it was quite one-sided, as Steno said. Knockout was pretty much dominating throughout the whole round. Not always, but for the most part, they were dominating the rounds. So it is what it is. It's really surprising to see 0-0 score after 7 minutes of this third round. So that's good to see.
Yeah, but a very good play here, though. Ooh sends his OD to help Jonas with his Viking overdrive, and in the confusion, Mar Easy picks up that flag, and this one's going to hurt for Cold. He's going to capture that first one after a very long pause of no flags for both of these teams, and Knockout still applying that pressure, pushing in for more, and Cold really need to get out of this trap and try to get a flag here, at least tie this round and go to the fourth. But right now, not looking too good. Jonas, Owner does have his overdrive, but it looks like the rest of his team has used theirs. So now a momentum shift with Knockout in the lead here.
Yeah, definitely. A lot have happened so far. Pretty much it was 0-0, but this first capture is definitely going to hurt a lot for Cold. So let's see how that turns out. Hopefully they can manage to keep it at least a tie. That would be lovely to see after all these 2 rounds. It is hugely frustrating to see another round lost if you're on their team. So demotivating and frustrating for sure. So I'm really hoping for them to be able to do something more in this remaining 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, and a little bit dangerous. You have Cold really focusing on that attack. Jonas will come up for this flag, but I think Alfie had a pretty good spawn there to defend that. He's going to take out Jonas, but now you have 1 minute left. Amar Easy and Right Now have been doing a pretty good job. They're focusing the attack of Cold, especially Owner and Hope, and they're making sure that they're very low, taking them out. Owner is the only chance, I would say, that Cold has. You do have Hope now with an OD. If Owner and Hope can get close with a lot of HP, Owner gonna use his OD, take out Right Now. He can take out Jonas. Hope is very low. He uses repair kit netting. He doesn't hit it. Hope will be able to go all the way. Alfie using his OD there. He's gonna get that return. Hope is just waiting on that flag, and they're going to tie it up here very
My bro
late
Jack.
in the round.
My bro Jack is the clutch, guys. I swear he's the clutch, man. He's the guy.
Yeah, he's definitely did the amazing job here with that capture. That was refreshing to see. I'm so happy right now to be seeing this capture. Not gonna lie.
Look at
Didn't
bro, they might
expect
cap. They might cap
Yeah.
again.
It's really getting close, but the time is gonna run out, and it's gonna be 1-1 once again. What an amazing actually round after 2 rounds. Seeing actually Cole doing so good in this round is really giving me some hope for the team. It is going to be 1-1 still. After 3 rounds, we're going to be jumping into the fourth one, which is crucial not to forget. So yes, Ziad, what is your opinion on all that have happened so far? So give it to us.
I swear, I just came back. Yo, Steno, I'm sorry, bro. Did I cut him? Did I
A
cut him?
little
off?
bit, but it was a crucial moment, so that's fine.
Yeah, that was crazy. Even Jack texted me now, said, "I'm machine. Look at me." So yeah, I swear. So it's still 1-1 now, and in the last round, that was the clutch, man, by Jack, machine paladin, man. So yeah.
So
What you said?
what do you think of all 3 rounds all together? What have happened so far?
I mean, I did watch the first round. I just came. I came accidentally wanted to watch, but you guys introduced me. So, I think you're saying Knockout was playing better in Iran, yeah?
Yeah, it was first 2 rounds where Iran Knockout did dominate both of the rounds, gotta say. Although the first round was a technical defeat due to esports checker for Knockout, so it is 1-1 for that reason. The second round went for the Knockout. They managed to win with I think 2-0 as well as the first round. So there is that. This third round is gonna be tie, but this one is a proper tie. Both sides played really well, and
Yeah, both sides. Actually, yeah, when I was playing, I didn't actually play, but I watched my team. For the final game, for the playing against Knockout, they weren't actually. I was surprised they weren't actually really bad as expected. I mean, I didn't expect they were bad, but not to struggle against them, you know? So, yeah, Knockout is a good clan, actually. Also, let's not underestimate Cold as well.
oh yeah, definitely. We've just shown what the team is ready for. In this third round, the last, I think it was 30 or 40 seconds, that the crucial capture, which is actually gonna give them so much motivation. I can feel it in their team. I can feel how much they were happy for this, and how motivating that capture was. They do know they have a chance still. They're in the game. They're not behind. It is only 1-1, and we're into this fourth round here in Sandal. So this is very, very important round as well. Not to forget, win is very important for both of the sides.
Yeah, bro. So, but what's your prediction for last round? I think both teams are really equal in Sandal, as I saw. maybe Knockout was pressuring a little bit, if I'm not wrong, but overall, what it all matters is the score, like the score. What it all matters. I mean, I hope Jack, which is hope, like he's my friend. I'm not trying to being biased or something, but I hope he wins or something. But yeah, I hope we see a good match, anyways. Like.
Yeah, man, we caught you kind of off guard here. Weren't prepared for this, but that's fine. Seems like Steno is having some issues, so we're not hearing him at the moment, which is also fine. Lucky to have Ziad here with me. There comes Netting with the overdrive, but he's going to be alone, no support, and he's going to be taken out here in this fourth round. I have high hopes for both of the sides. The third round was so insane that you can see there's pulls, overdrives, amazing overdrive there from I think it was Pakistani Pro.
Yeah, I think if Owner activated his OD, he would have taken the 3 out, but I think he was scared to use it. You know, in
Yeah.
these moments, you have to use actually. Like, you know, in also as a Viking player, in the old times, I was so scared, Philip, to use the OD in these situations. But I learned, like why not? Why I'm even saving the OD? Like, if I risk it, if I waste it, it's okay. Nothing will happen. I'll take the next one. If it works, then it will be advantage for me and my teammates. You know, for my clan as well.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, overdrives do matter, and we have now with Ares overdrive on the right side of the red base, which is great pressure for the opponents. I mean, if you have that Ares overdrive, you need to keep in mind everything you do. There is Ares watching, camping with Ares Thunder, and overdrive ready to just pull and take everyone out, including healing the opponent. There comes the overdrive from for the offense. I don't know how helpful that is going to be. I think that was to secure the overdrive in the center, which is also fine. I wouldn't personally use it for that, but that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah, the hunter picked it. Yeah, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, the hunter did pick it up, so it's okay. It's not that
Owner
bad.
used the audio. Philip, what? Jonas using the audio here. I'm not sure why, but he cleared everyone on the right side. Right now, is going. Maybe he will pull Mara. Marasi, nice OD by him. But nah, bro. Look at Jack. He'll just, bro. Firebird is so OP, man. I don't know how people pull from this Firebird. So OP, like.
Yeah, it is really powerful, man. In this kind of maps, especially Sandal, where it's quite easy to approach the team, the opponent without being taken out. It is just doing absurd amount of damages. Just look at how Owner's health is going down so quickly. Look at it, just immediately down. It's so insane. But yeah, that is why we're seeing in every single match, we're seeing at least one. I mean, at least there has to be one turret per team. So every single team is using Firebird after all. For that one reason, also, although it's quite short ranged.
Yeah, it's quite a short range, but in Sandal, you know, it's so annoying if someone is pulling, man. You just stay behind this wall and bram with the flag and wait for them. So yeah, Firebird is so OP. I like it, man. You know, as a Viking player, also it's so annoying to attack when it's Firebird in the same side as me. But yeah, look at Honor here. He was able to take this OD, so it's gonna be crucial actually for Cold, especially. Jonas doesn't have his OD now, if I'm not wrong. He just used it. So Cold has the advantage now.
Yeah, definitely 5 minutes. So first 5 minutes of this fourth round did pass, and once again to mention, if there is going to be a winner of this round, it is a final winner as well, because none of the team can afford to lose right now. Either way, a tie or they lost. So whoever captures the flag, that is going to be incredible advantage. And also the contra pushes are quite dangerous as well, so that is important to mention.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Jack could have used his OD here if he went from right side. Maybe he can pull now. Marasi will spot him. Actually, Marasi, this guy is or I don't know if Mar Easy. This guy is really good with Hunter Striker, man. I've watched him a couple of streams of him, and this guy wasn't really bad with the Striker. So yeah, 4 minutes left in the game, and I don't know Pakistani bro. If he uses OD, bro, use your OD, man. Did you see Flip? He could have used.
Yeah. It could have been huge.
Yeah, man. Lucky.
I mean, I gotta say, I think a lot of you will talk about it. I mean, did notice and talked about it. On the round, the last capture from Cold, that was a missed overdrive from I think Virtuoso just managed to miss, or no, it was Netting, not Virtuoso. I'm missing the teams. Netting missed the overdrive, which allowed the team to capture. Now it's quite controversial. It's quite a lot to talk about if the capture would still happen if he didn't miss the overdrive. But I do think it was a deserved capture, and it is all the overdrives, including the ones Netting pulled, is part of the game, as well as the gameplay of the team and individual players. So the capture was definitely more than deserved for Cold, keeping it a tie. Once again, fourth round, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. We are not seeing any captures, which is really good to see, actually. Usually we are expecting and wanting to see a lot of captures in the game. But currently, right now, I love this gameplay from both of the sides. You can feel the tension on both of the teams. They just know one crucial mistake and it's all over. There is no room for error anymore. So with that being said, we are closing into the last 2 minutes of this fourth round. Really nothing so far. I can't say that any of the teams are going to be capturing the flag anytime soon, but there comes the overdrive down. I think Alfie was the pick there. So yeah, what do you think, Ziad? Do you think we're going to be seeing any captures in this fourth round, or we're going to be jumping into additional ones?
I don't know what's gonna really happen, bro. Especially both of the teams are really struggling to cap a flag against each other, and especially also whoever qualifies will be going with 4-1 and will be finishing this tournament with 4-1. So both of the teams are really trying hard to pick up this round. So whoever sees this round will be leaving with the win. I see both teams are really stressing, man. Look at, especially Cold. Look at them. No one has. Everyone, I mean, has his OD, but no one wanna use it. Pakistani pro.
Yeah.
I swear, man.
You can feel how it's gonna end in the last 60 seconds. All the overdrives at once coming down. We're gonna be expecting to see a lot of overdrives, probably even the ones they're gonna be going to waste, since not all of them, especially if used simultaneously, can work out the best. So we're coming down to the last 60 seconds. It is crucial now for the teams. They're going to be jumping in. They have plans, of course, with an overdrives to and attempts to push. So let's see how it's going to go down here. Gotta say for the Cold, I mean, they're doing absolutely amazing job in this third and fourth round. They've been really even dominating to some extent this fourth round. Not really dominating, but they've been playing freely, openly, picking sides. There comes Alfie with a huge overdrive and pick. That was so perfect. I can't describe it enough. Oh my goodness. So much
Virtuoso, look at Virtuoso, bro. Maybe he has a Reaper. If he does his Reaper. Virtuoso, why did you leave the flag, bro?
Oh no, that's such a mistake. We don't want to be seeing. He thought he's going to be taken out and he left the flag, but still pulled enough. No, Jonas, man.
Oh, Virtuoso, did you see? Why did he leave the flag? Oh my god, bro, we're not playing XBBP, man. You are literally gonna finish the round. You're literally gonna win the round because, oh my days, bro.
That could have been game deciding if he didn't do that. But it is what it is. It happened. Not the first, not the last mistakes we're going to be seeing from the players, which is totally fine. Under so much pressure, you can't be really surprised. But I'm happy to say we're going to be seeing more rounds coming up. So.
Oh, I forgot also it's going to be in the same map. So tiebreaker is going to be here. Bro, I hate tiebreakers are like In Sandal, I had to work in Sandal and Highlands taken too long, man. It's like closed map. Like both of the teams are really struggling to cap a flag, and they're gonna be resetting. Oh yeah, they're gonna be joining the opposite bases.
There is no waiting. There is no time wasted. All of the teams are ready, which is lovely to see. I'm so excited to announce the 5th round coming. Cold versus Knockout. A huge fight, actually, and quite important. Whoever does win the round is a winner after all. So this is actually an amazing game we've seen so far today, and really, really great to watch, at least for me. Do you not agree?
Nah, bro. Of course, like the match. I'm actually enjoying watching this match. You know, I didn't notice there was a match today. I mean, I knew there was a match, but I didn't know like it was knockout against Cold. Of course, I would watch my bro Jack, man. Even I'm annoying him in private. He's saying, "Okay, leave me alone. I'm focusing right now." My guy's a clutch. So yeah, it's tiebreaker now. Let's see what's gonna happen, Mr. Flip.
I mean, if I have to ask you for a prediction, I think that's the hardest question ever to answer right now. And one of these questions we hate to be asked as commentators. I mean, yeah, at least for me, it is quite impossible to predict what's to come. I mean, at this point, I am down for anyone to win. Both of these teams played amazingly. Knockout did play absolutely amazing first 2 rounds, but also Cold there had amazing moments as well. So whoever wins, I think it is deserved, regardless of what have happened in the past of the rounds. There comes the overdrive. Owner is going to be picking it up, which is Hammer and Viking. Quite a huge pick for the team, giving once again a huge opportunity and heads up and start for Team Cold.
Yeah, Owner did did pick this audience. It's gonna be crucial for his team as well. But I hope, man, they can like do early push or something. They're just saving their OD until the end of the round. So I don't know, bro, what's gonna happen really. And then you see Virtuoso at the end leaving the flag for them instead of pulling.
Yeah, that quite a large mistake have happened as well. We've seen the mistake that. I mean, that's quite fair. If you think about it, that was a mistake in the 3rd round that led Cold to be capturing and tying the round. So it was 1-1 once again. And because of that, I think, who was it? It was Netting who missed the overdrive. Now in the 4th round, we've seen a crucial mistake from Virtuoso. So it's quite a kind of equal when you think about it. Both of the sides had a really important moments, and they did a mistake, which is fine. That could have changed the outcome, could have not. We can't know that. So I think that's quite fair, quite equal. And
Owner,
now
bro,
we're in
I
this
swear.
5th round.
Did you see Flip? Owner, why didn't he activate his OD again? Jack, like he pulled too far, bro. Like he could have used and took the. Oh my god, bro.
I didn't even notice, but it is what it is. I think that was Jonas who picked up the overdrive from the center. Wait, is he using? Okay, never mind. I thought that for a moment he's using Viking Ricochet, and I was confused. Yeah, Jonas picked up with the Hammer Viking overdrive from the center.
Yeah, so it's like a tie. A tie at this moment. Jonas has OD, and Owner has his OD as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's slowly players are gaining their overdrives back. Hopefully, we're not going to be seeing such moments as we've seen in the last round. Pretty much all of the players from both of the sides having their overdrives in the last 60 seconds. That was quite a mess. But yeah, let's see. I'm really hoping that they're going to be using their overdrives actively and well, supporting one another. That's really important, of course. Now on the blue side, we're seeing my brain blocked. We're seeing Knockout, who's actually playing the game that Cold played last round. They're actually quite, attacking, holding the center and angles, not letting really Cold leaving the base So I don't know if that's a thing on a blue base or something, but it's absolutely a good job for now. However, I'm going to be left alone here. Both Ziad and Steno are not here, so that's great. 7 minutes on the clock. We are into this fifth round. Amazing to watch and exciting, and really, really crucial for both of the sides. Once again, whoever wins is a total and final winner. So that's quite cool. Right now, with the Firebird dealing a fair amount of damage with the Paladin on the right side of the blue base. There comes Hope with the Paladin Firebird taking him out. Yeah, as we already mentioned like a few times, Firebird is really, really important and strong in this map especially. Jack is going to be waiting for right now to approach, dealing so much damage. Look at him, barely alive even after using the health bar there. There comes the owner in the defense. There is a lot happening right now. Huge overdrive comes down from Ooh. Is this the one push they need? It's still happening. There is still danger out there. There are overdrives ready, of course, but none of them from the red side are going to be used, which is going to be giving them a huge opportunity now. We've seen quite a few overdrives from Knockout come down, and now the opportunity in overdrives, I would say definitely Cold has. So let's see how that is going to go. Ooh is going to be picking this overdrive. Once again, he just used one. Quite a good pick. Quite actually really, really good pick. Might be a game-changing as we're approaching the last 5 minutes of this fifth round happening. So we have Owner, Pakistani Pro, and Hope in the defense. They're respawning. They're playing quite defensively right now. They do need to push outside of their comfort zone and outside of their team base to be able to do something. There comes the overdrive from Ooh. Once again, quite a large pool. He gets stuck there. A lot is happening there. A lot of overdrives come down. But once again, Cold is able to protect their base. And now they come with a counter push, which is quite dangerous. I believe it can turn out well. But they're taking it actually quite slow. They're not going to go full in. They're going to be resetting. We're seeing Virtuoso coming back down to the base, as well as Pakistani Pro, allowing his teammates to reset all at once. One place is not a best idea. One overdrive can mess that all up. Quite interesting overdrive come downs from Mari Easy. It just did affect one player who was going to be taken out regardless, so that was kind of a waste in my opinion. There comes the second chance, Netting and O, but they're going to be once again taken out. It's not looking too bright for Cold right now. I mean, they're being constantly pressured from Knockout. And this is what Knockout needs. They just need to keep this up, and I really strongly believe, and we've seen it multiple times throughout the last season, that if you just keep putting pressure on some base, on a team over and over and over again, not allowing them to have that contra push or the opportunity of their ounce, they're eventually going to do a mistake, and you're eventually going to see the opportunity and capture that flag. So there is a lot of time, 3.5 minutes, and if we're going to be seeing Cold just constantly closed in the base, there is a really high possibility there is going to be there's going to be a mistake made and capture done for Knockout. So last 3 minutes of this fourth round right now happening. Going back and forth now. Finally, some openings for Team Cold. Playing more freely, as you can see, approaching to the center finally, and on the sides there is Netting fighting Pakistani Pro. Netting is quite fast with that Crusader there, but also Pakistani is quite large as well, going to be going close range with him. Now it's kind of a scary one for Netting and Jonas versus Owner and Virtuoso. There comes down Pakistani Pro and making the push almost impossible to happen for Knockout there. There is an overdrive as well, which Owner might go for, and that is going to be really huge overdrive. Viking, man, that's that can be the game changing as we're approaching in the last 2 minutes. Actually, when you think about it, these ones are the overdrives none of the teams want to give to one another. But it did happen, and Viking did pick it up from the team Cold. So, wow, I'm really expecting madness in the last 60 seconds or so as we're approaching to that really quickly. There is Virtuoso camping in the base. A lot is happening right now. The tables are turning. Finally, Cold is leaving their base. Hopefully, they won't relax too much, as that might cause. That actually might cause some problems with the contra push, and they're going to be too relaxed to actually protect their base. Pakistani Pro going to be sitting on this flag. There has to be an overdrive used right there. Amazing overdrive from Pakistani Pro. It was quite short, not done a lot, just 2 enemies, but that was crucial to ensure that flag is not going to be going anywhere. And right now, there comes the overdrive from the opposite side. Alfie is going to be picking this. This is actually looking really promising. Alfie, is it happening? Last 60 seconds, just like that. Cold with the capture comes down. This is really huge. They are, you can see they're happy in the chat. They need to stay focused. They need to keep the defense on. There comes the U in the center picking up this overdrive. Also really crucial one. It has to happen right now. It is a little bit too late, unfortunately. Nothing is going to be taken out. There comes the Marizi, the last moments. This is looking promising now for Cold. For Knockout. A lot is happening. Owner in the center. Can they pull this or can they not? Right now with an overdrive, they're all going to be taken out somehow. I'm not entirely sure even how. But the huge pressures keeps on going. Jonas, Netting, all of them. There comes the... there comes Pakistani Pro with the striker now, or what was it? It was Alfie, my bad. Wow, what an amazing, absolutely amazing game right now, and result I don't think any of us expected. Guys, if you watch this stream, just remember for the future games, anything is possible at all times. Absolutely mad game and match in this fourth round, four full rounds, and I don't think any of us till the third round we expected high hopes for the team Cold, but it did happen, and not just that, but they took over and they managed to win. So the fifth round just finished, and there is going to be it. Huge win for Cold. Amazing job. Takeover. I mean, this is one of the games I'd love to rewatch eventually, and just it was really important to have it streamed, and a lot can be learned and seen. So both of the teams take time to study the mistakes you've done. There is quite a few that can be pointed out. You can improve, and better luck the next time. Regardless of everything, my name is Proe once again here with Lucas, who's going to be broadcasting, and that is going to be it from us today. Thank you guys for tuning in, for joining this amazing stream. Make sure you put a thumbs up, subscribe, and that is going to be it from us. Have a lovely rest of the evening.